Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at ICP, see what's going on. Double checking this here. This is very interesting little pattern, but again, concurrent fairly with Bitcoin's increase in value. So if we can get Bitcoin dominance to decrease, we can start to see some coins like this hold their level and continue higher. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I truly hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is the site linked down below. We've got a lot of new members coming over. Make sure you read through my signals guide so you understand the difference between my day trades and my swing trade signals. And then alternately as well, make sure that you congratulate everybody on some nice profit. Take a look here. Bitcoin over the weekend, nice 54% in 3 days. We took a long from 67,400. That's our average price, and took some nice profits there. Congrats to our community members here. What is it? JR, Cran, and Red Coke. Nice. I'm glad you provided those results there. It's awesome. Glad that's working out well for you. Obviously, make sure you secure profits whenever possible right now, because Bitcoin does look like it's pulling back, but I wouldn't say we're going to drop tremendously, but we need to make sure that we have increased volume. So let's discuss volume here on ICP really quick and see kind of where we're at with liquidation levels on the back end and help understand, generally speaking, what we're looking at there. This last 7 days of trading, or more so, 7 days of liquidation, we can see $17.10 as a heavy amount of concentration liquidation. There's a pretty decent chunk here at about 1830 to 1860. Those are some new shorts entering the market. But generally speaking, we can see over the last week's worth of trading, people feel confident that 1630, 1640 is going to be a good support, and they have some stop losses and or liquidation levels right there at that level. Again, this level has proven to be pretty strong so far. So if you look at this here, it's a nice little support level. I'm going to draw that out a little bit further here. But again, 1675, 1680 is roughly that area of support. And once again, liquidation levels just below that. Pretty common, of course, when that happens with support levels. We can see we're over the 20-day SMA as well. That's extremely important. We got what, stochastic RSI swinging up here, traditional RSI in that sweet spot, and money flow index tapering off. Keep in mind, MFI does do that on larger time frames because, again, it's standard for the price to be pulling back. We can see this volume dissipating. So truth is not a lot of volume, but so far today's candlestick is halfway open, if you will. We're about halfway through our trading day, a little further, and we can see we have more volume today than yesterday. Granted, this is a weekday versus a weekend, but generally speaking, we have some sustainability there with increased volume. The 4 hour time frame, however, will give us a better indication of what that looks like. Because again, when the price pulls back for Bitcoin, how is ICP performing? If we take a look at this here, Bitcoin's pulling back pretty hard. ICP holding the line here. Again, we got this more recent support as right there, this volume profile about 1770. So 1770 is that level that we had to get through. If you heard me talk previously throughout the weekend about where we need to get through next, we need to break this descending trend. We need to break our range bound activity and establish higher highs. It needs to be above that level. That's going to also put us above the Ichimoku cloud, giving us some confirmation that a long position would be much more viable at this point than a short. We take a look, of course, at RSI. We can see RSI doing fairly well between 60 and 70. Stochastic swinging sort of to the downside, but hasn't fully yet. But MFI, look at this. This is the important thing. High money flow index. That gives us sustainability at this price point. Now, again, that's higher because of the fact that we have a low average over the weekend. Mondays always give us that slightly false positive, but it's still very much more present than it was before. Okay, so again, this is a very good sign. If we take a look at the hourly, once again, we can confirm we're well above the cloud, lagging span free and clear, conversion line above the baseline. We're up over this support level here based on volume at roughly 1770. So just to reiterate, if we kind of zoom out a little bit here on the daily time frame, let's go ahead and double check this here. Let's double check the amount of volume and where it's coming from. Okay. Now again, we've talked about this previously, that 1330 is a heavy concentration of volume. Okay. Of course, that's way down the road though. I don't think we're going to see that correction, but if we do, that's a 25% correction. What I'm getting at here is if we zoom into the last day, roughly or so, if we can kind of get this in here, we look at the last, I guess this would be more so since the 25th. Since the 25th, we can see the most amount of volume right here, about 1770. That's right there at that support, just to clarify, right here at this level. So this line here is an important level for us to hold, and there's a strong chance we're going to probably see the price continue higher. In other words, we got this little type of pattern here forming, or you can see we're establishing somewhat of an ascending channel. This is usually a breakout type of pattern, where we can see the price action continue further higher. Now, it's not perfect. You could even argue that this is a ascending channel too, right? We can go with one or the other. Either way you look at it, they're both fairly bullish. Okay, that's a very, very good sign here, establishing higher highs and parallel highs and higher lows, and essentially giving us a good indication we could see the price action continue higher. So I'm just giving you 3 potentially bullish bullish continuation patterns here. As hypotheticals, of course, they're all kind of looking similar in a lot of ways, but either way you look at it, this is a very bullish type of scenario. So if Bitcoin can hold 71,000 today, I think ICP will continue to break, bounce off this 1770 mark and continue further up. It may not even come all the way down that low. Keep that in mind. If Bitcoin can kind of just recover at 71.5, then we'll probably see the price do one of these here and continue higher. So just be mindful how you're trading right now. Honestly, this is, I mean, trading ICP is higher risk, don't get me wrong, because it moves so fast. But again, this is low risk in the overall sense of how many confirming factors we have here at this point, letting us know we're back on track. Okay. Again, only thing that would change this is if Bitcoin takes a complete nosedive, which is possible, but Bitcoin is exuding a lot more volume coming into the coin in the last eight hours, and that's a very good sign. As long as that can sustain itself, should be in good shape. Okay, so just be careful and cautious how you take trades, folks. But congrats again if you took a trade back in the low $17 mark. Adjust your stop loss higher, secure profits when you can. You cannot get greedy in this market. I know the fear and greed index is quite high, and there's a lot of greed in the market. But don't let that misinterpret, being a responsible trader and securing profits, because this is your job at the end of the day, right? Or if this is your job, you got to be securing profits. That's how I survive and thrive to continue to trade and do very well. Once more, it's mainly because we take profit. Just to clarify again, this is what profit taking looks like, okay? It's important that you do that. We do the same thing here as well. You can see good 54% again, 3 days from Bitcoin over the weekend. We got a Solana trade open as well, so looking pretty solid. Got a nice average entry, so I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. But ICP probably on the horizon for a new trade here soon. Maybe just wait until today's trading day closes to kind of see roughly what Bitcoin has to offer as far as holding the level of 71,000. That's an important level for us. All right, thanks again, folks. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.